Have you ever been to one of those innovation contests on campus? You know the type, right? The energy is high, but everyone is stuck trying to solve the exact same problem in one super specific field. And it kind of makes you wonder, is that rigid format actually stifling real, out-of-the-box creativity? Well, let's dive into a model that just completely flips that script.
So, right off the bat, the difference is just night and day. On one hand, you've got your traditional ideathon. It's all about a single theme locked into a specific domain, which, leads to a pretty niche focus. But then you have the Open Ideathon. Here, it's any theme, total freedom to cross domains. The only limit is your imagination. It's a fundamental shift from a narrow little path to a wide open field of possibilities.
So where did this new blueprint come from? Well, this whole model, the Open Ideathon, was actually pioneered by the Techpreneur Club at the Andhra Loyola Institute of Engineering and Technology, or ALIET for short. They basically saw a problem with the old way of doing things and decided to engineer a brand new solution.
Okay, let's get a formal definition down. An Open Ideathon isn't just another event. It's a totally unique, cross-domain platform for innovation. What that really means is that participants can bring ideas from any field. We're talking engineering, healthcare, social sciences, art, you name it. The entire goal is to tear down those walls between different majors and see what kind of magic happens when those different worlds collide.
And you gotta understand, the goal here is way bigger than just building one cool project. It's about bringing together three crucial mindsets: that raw, unbridled creativity, the practical side of innovation, and that strategic, entrepreneurial way of thinking. It's really about teaching students not just how to have an idea, but how to think about making it real and making it matter.
All right, so how does this whole thing actually work for someone who signs up? Well, the journey is a super clear four-step process. It's designed to take that little spark of an idea and forge it into a full-blown professional pitch.
And the process itself is just brilliantly simple. First, you get your team together, about 3 to 4 people, and they actually want you to team up with people from different departments. Next, you build out your pitch deck. Then comes the main event. You get exactly 6 minutes to deliver your pitch. And right after, you're hit with 2 to 3 minutes of rapid-fire questions from the judges. It's fast, it's intense, and it's pretty much a mirror of what a real-world startup pitch feels like.
Now, this is where the model gives you some really important structure inside all that creative freedom. The pitch deck isn't just some random presentation. Nope. It forces every single team to nail down the problem they're solving, lay out their unique solution, explain what makes it innovative, prove that it's actually feasible, and then map out its potential market and future. The bottom line is, you have to think your idea through from every single angle.
Okay, so with all these ideas pouring in from every field imaginable, you have to be wondering, how on earth do you judge them fairly? How can you possibly compare a new healthcare app to a project about sustainable agriculture? Well, the answer is in a standardized, really clever evaluation system that goes way beyond just the initial wow factor.
And this chart just shows their approach perfectly. Every single idea, no matter what it is, gets scored against 5 key pillars, and each one is weighted exactly the same. You've got 20% for pure innovation and creativity, another 20% for feasibility. Can this thing actually be built? Then 20% for market potential, 20% for its real-world impact, and finally 20% for the presentation and how clearly you communicate your idea. This system makes sure that a well-rounded, practical idea gets just as much credit as some flashy, futuristic concept. It's all about balance.
But that whole philosophy of being inclusive, it doesn't just stop at the judging. It flows right into how they recognize and reward everyone who participates. This is not about just one team getting a big trophy at the end.
Just take a look at this. Of course, you've got your top 3 winners for overall excellence, but then check out these awesome special mentions. There's an award for the most innovative idea, another for the best cross-domain collaboration. They've got a high-impact award for ideas that are tackling major social problems, and they even have awards for the best pitch delivery and for the idea with the highest startup potential. It really celebrates every different kind of strength.
Okay, so the event format is innovative, the awards are inclusive, but what's the actual payoff? Why does a model like this truly matter for the students who go through it? Let's break down those tangible benefits.
The takeaways here are huge. Participants get real, hands-on experience pitching an idea. That's a critical skill no matter what career you go into. They get exposed to this incredible variety of ideas from way outside their own major. They get direct, honest feedback from industry experts and actually get to network with them. At the end of the day, it's a platform that truly bridges that gap between a creative spark and its potential to make a real impact in the world. This quote from the organizers really just sums it all up perfectly. They call it a new face of innovation competitions. And all the key pieces are right there. Open to all domains, totally bias-free judging, and a core mission to celebrate creativity, feasibility, and that entrepreneurial spirit all at once.
If you had to boil this entire ethos down into just 3 words, this would be it. Innovate, come up with the big idea, code, figure out how to build it, whether that's literally with software or just figuratively, and pitch, learn how to sell that vision to the world. It's such a powerful, action-oriented cycle. So, as we wrap up this look at the Open Ideathon blueprint, it really leaves us with one simple but pretty profound question to think about. When you look at a model like this, one that just throws out the old rulebook and opens the field completely, what idea would you build if there were absolutely no limits?